Let's take a moment and study how to incorporate chords with your stride. The easy way to play stride is just simply to play within a tenth, like this. But it's much more difficult to come up and grab a chord, like this. So let's practice that. And the way I practice it is I start by playing with the right hand. So if I was playing 1, 6, 2, 5, I might go like this. Just to get used to it. Incidentally, there are other chords that we can use. For instance, here's a C major 9. We could also use a C major 7th in all the inversions. We can use a 6 plus 9. We can also use just a C6 chord. And you can do this with the 1, 6, 2, 5. We can go to the 6 chord, which is a minor. We can play the A minor 9. We could play the A minor 7th. We could play an A minor 11th, which is using the 4th. We could do that with D minor 9, just like we did before. D minor 7th. And D minor 11th. And also on the 5 chord, we could use the 9-13, the G7th, and here's a sus chord. And there are others too. So what I recommend that you do is put on a metronome and just play 1, 6, 2, 5, just to get sort of a warm-up going. And remember, you can go back and forth between any of those chord types. And I start with just left hand and right hand, just to get the feel of it. And bounce around. Okay, once we've done that, try it with one hand. Much more difficult. You can also use the 10th and come up and play a chord like that. Okay? So the idea is that you want to practice that a lot in all keys until your left hand is comfortable playing the stride groove. Once you've done that, then we'll take a look at the tune. Here's Ain't Misbehavin', and I suggest you start off by playing it with 2 hands. Do 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 da do 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 down down do 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 da do 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 da do do. This would be similar if you were just backing somebody and you wanted to play with the stride. Of course, you're not usually playing with a bass player at this time. This is a solo piano style. Now, this is where it gets much more difficult, is when we try to do it with one hand, the left hand. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's the practice. You play through the whole tune. Incidentally, this is a great tune to play in all keys, and I'd highly recommend that. So practice this a lot until your left hand is really strong.